106 miles to Chicago.
Welcome to Costco.
We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Say hello to my little friend.
Ever dance with the devil in the bedroom?
I'll buy that for $1.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Get to the shovel! There's no flying in baseball!
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
To infinity and beyond.
I wish I knew how to quit these dead people.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
It should be Riddick. Escape combat.
There's Johnny!
Murder.
You tell him I'm coming! And hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
Why so serious?
Don't you like clowns?
Bleed my own blood.
But the English language had deteriorated into a hybrid of hillbilly, valley girl, inner city slang, and various grunts.
Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Hey, there he is.
There he is.
So, Keith won't be joining us. He is at work. It is also his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Keith.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Keith.
Happy Keith.
I forgot I have it like hold a button down to talk. So when I go to the audio thing, it's like so I screwed up the happy birthday song. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Bit.
You know, well, actually, you know what? Welcome to Pop Culture Kick. I am Nick Zilla.
And I'm Mark Becker.
And I have been permanently banned for Twitter for who knows what. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a notification that my account's been suspended permanently for breaking rules, terms, and conditions. I was like,
what?
That's interesting. 'Cause the only thing on my history is liking movies and video game things. I don't know how I got permanently banned, but I did. So don't message me on Nick Zilla. It's what I said. I wrote them an email, and it's like, we have reviewed your claim to reinstate, and at this time we cannot. So, and you cannot create any more Twitter accounts with this same email address.
What the hell?
That's what I think. It must have got hacked or something. Because when I go through and read, it states that like 3 different things that it could be. So I replied back again. I was like, can you tell me specifically what it was? Right. And I don't know if they will. They probably won't.
Elon Musk probably just doesn't like you.
It's because he can't grow a beard.
True.
So
that CEO that just took over. What's her name?
Yeah.
What's her face? Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe Elon was like, hey, permaban this guy.
My guess is that it was probably hacked and was spamming accounts or some shit.
Yeah, maybe.
So don't message me on Twitter.
don't do the Twitters.
You know who else's birthday it was?
Message Nick only using smoke signals from now on.
Or ritualistic blood sacrifices. I can sense them.
Ooh, that's a good one. Like Dark Brotherhood.
Oh yeah.
In Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just carve some runes into people's chests, and then it'll summon me.
Right. Wow, I don't know who else's birthday it is today. Why don't you tell us?
Not today, but the last few days. Two big people I know of.
Okay.
And it's not Sean Connery.
But he passed on.
I know, I was making a joke to Boondock Saints. Sean Connery's birthday. No, so what was it talking about? Oh, Clint Eastwood.
Birthday.
Clint Eastwood.
Okay.
Turned 93.
93. That dude is
old.
Old.
But still going, dude. Like he was like he's still like all in it, man. I think he said he wants to. Did he say that he already directed his last movie, or he wants to direct one more?
No, I haven't read anything about him recently.
I can't remember if he said either this last movie was his last, or he has one more that he wants to do.
One more in the can.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's one of those two. Either way, at some point, Clint Eastwood's going to stop making movies. He's 93. Yeah. But dude's had. I mean, look at that dude's fucking career, dude.
Bro.
Like
93 years old. That's older than most people have.
He's been acting longer than most people live their entire lives.
The Civil War was like raging on when he was born.
But I mean, think about that, right? Like, shit. Like his son is like 40 or 50 in acting now. Like, I mean, he's had a long career. I mean,
really, I didn't know he was that old.
I think isn't Scott Eastwood like 40?
I don't know, man.
Hold on,
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up when Clint Eastwood's first movie was. But dude needs to actually, you know what? He probably doesn't need to retire and have fun. 'Cause you know what they say about people at that age? When you start slowing down, that's when shit happens. So.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Scott Eastwood is 37.
Okay,
so yeah, he's almost 40.
Oh, he's my age. Yeah, because I turned 38.
Yeah, he's our age. So.
Yeah, so I knew he's up there, but I mean, think about that. His dad's 93 and he's 37.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood was siring children in his 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm scrolling through this bajillion fucking things.
Keep scrolling, bitch.
Let's see, Clint Eastwood filmography. 709 results. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Actor. Let's see. His first movie was 1955. The Revenge of the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Ha. Nice.
Uncredited. He was a side character as Jennings.
Old Jennings. Old
1955.
Jennings.
Just think about that.
1955.
He's been acting longer than my parents have been alive. They were born in the 60s.
Yeah.
This dude's got a big... Dude, he was in the Tarantula movie. Nice. So, yeah. Amazing career. So, we definitely... I will sip my Glacier Freeze Gatorade that is not a sponsor of us for that.
Word. Get your Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Because it's Pride Month, so it's you got the Gatorade.
I got another birthday. Hold on.
Speaking of,
before we segue, hold on. Wait. There's one more. Another birthday. Danny Elfman.
Daniel Elfman.
You know, one of my favorite composers for Tim Burton movies. Actually, he does good with non-Tim Burton movies, too.
Yeah.
He turned 70.
70.
I did not know he was that old.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Yeah. So, anyway, now you may segue. Danny Elfman, keep rocking. We'll be hearing your music in the Flash movie.
Yeah. I didn't know that he composed for the Flash movie.
They're using the 1989 Batman theme that he composed in the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, speaking of Pride, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Is just announced that he's gonna be in part 2 of Fast X.
Oh yeah.
Hobbs is back.
Yeah, they're
for the finale for the finishing of the Fast and Furious.
Well, for the middle child, because now it's a 3-part trilogy for the ending.
Oh, shit. Right.
So I wonder if he signed up thinking it was the very last one, and now he's like, God damn it. Now I got to do
Like,
2 more.
I want to kill this. I want to kill this. Nah, Hobbs probably dies in the second one.
See, he was talking about doing another Hobbs and Shaw movie because that last one was so fun.
They could do that, but it would be, it'd probably take place before the trilogy or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so they brought him back. They
All right.
convinced him all those on-set egos and everything probably need to be squashed for this.
Vin Diesel probably got on his knees and swallowed the gravy.
Yeah. Which hence the connection to Pride Month.
Gotcha. Okay. There's some ball choking. I get it.
Some chugging. Some ball chugging.
I mean, look, I get it that it's Vin Diesel's like baby franchise, like that's his baby, but
yeah,
The Rock also brings in billions of dollars. So
yeah, I mean, you can't mistreat your people and make your
don't be a drama queen on set.
Make the workplace hostile. You got
finish these fucking car movies so I can get another Riddick.
This is a films are a collaboration, right? You have a lot of crew members, the staff, and all that put all this stuff together. So, yeah, you gotta take care of them.
Exactly. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, take care of your writers too. We still got the writers.
That's what I was gonna jump into. The writers, man. Like,
yeah.
And you know what's crazy? So the Actors Guild is set to vote on this as well, and then the Directors Guild. So the writers are first. So if the writers don't get a resolution, and then the actors, they all took a vote, or they did a proxy option saying if we vote or if we strike, you join us like by proxy. And I mean, we could, if they don't figure out the streaming stuff, we could see Hollywood shut down for a little while, because you'll have the actors who gilded members won't be able to work. The writers aren't writing, the actors aren't acting, and then the directors won't be able to direct.
Well, that's why they got to come to Texas. There's actually a Texas bill right now to help fund films in Texas. You may have seen. I saw the advertisement. It was like Owen Wilson was in it. Glenn Powell was in it.
Yeah. Alexa,
Billy
stop.
Bob Thornton was in it too, and they were all talking about getting support for this bill. It's supposed to like allocate like $2 billion or something.
That's why they want to build all those studios out past San Marcos and Seguin and all that.
Well, yeah, we talked about that like last year.
I mean, it's good because most out in that area, right? You're not in hail area. You're not in really flood area. You have decent weather most of the year to be able to film. And the land is cheap out there.
Yeah.
So go out and buy a giant chunk and build some studios and bring some creativity in. Plus you got the fucking school, right? Like your school, it isn't very far. You've got students who go to school for this.
And we're one of the top film schools in the nation.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that they would be bringing in, doing...
Plus, you've already got...
work internships and shit.
Robert Rodriguez out there, right? Troublemaker Studios. You got Linklater and his stuff. You got Mike Judge.
Well, and you got all the video game studios in freaking Austin and San Marcos, too. Blizzard's there.
And you got Rooster Teeth up there, too.
Yep.
So you got a lot of content creation studios.
And Disney and Pixar just Disney just let go like 75 Pixar people too.
Yeah,
so
get some new blood animators in there.
There's some talent out there that's now looking for new stuff. Disney's been doing some weird shit with Pixar, man. They haven't been like advertising their movies, or like that Strange World movie came out. I didn't see any advertisements for that shit. Then all of a sudden it was on Disney Plus. I was like, oh. I look it up. It was in theaters for like a week.
Yeah.
That's crazy for a Pixar movie.
Well, I mean, you got to look at theater viewership, ticket sales.
Yeah.
You know, that still have not recovered to pre-COVID ticket sales.
If you're not a Flash or a Spider-Man.
Yeah, speaking of which, right, segueing over ticket sales, box office.
For the new Spider-Man?
Spider-Man Across the Universe made $69 million.
Okay, damn, it was at 51 when I checked yesterday.
On Friday. That doesn't include Saturday.
Yeah, they're expected or estimating to hit 133 million over the weekend. So the first one was what was it? It was
I'm looking that up.
Into the Spider-Verse, right? Was the first one. And then we have this one, which is Across the Spiderverse. And then you have Beyond the Spider-Verse is the one coming out next year, which is the third part of the trilogy.
So the domestic opening for Into the Spider-Verse back in 2018 was 35 million.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually was.
That was that weekend.
Yeah.
That was the whole weekend. So it made,
double.
Fucking almost double that in its opening day.
Yeah, I was watching
for Across the Spider-Verse. So
I was watching.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I was watching a video the other day that was talking about like top animated movies that financially didn't do good but was amazing critically, and the Into the Spider-Verse was one of those where it dropped and people didn't understand like how big that movie it was bigger once it got out of the theaters.
Well, it had a $90 million budget.
Yeah.
Right. It made 190 domestically.
Yeah.
Which is kind of barely
hitting that double.
Really making any money.
Yeah. Because they advertised the shit out of it. So they spent a lot of money.
Normally the advertising and marketing is about the same. So you kind of have to double that before you start making any money. So they needed to hit 180,000 or 180 million in order to be, financially successful.
Yeah.
Yes, they did, but barely.
Yeah.
10 million.
And that's what they're saying is that it's crazy because everyone, like how good that movie was, right? Into the Spider-Verse was awesome. You've got a lot of animated movies now that kind of copy their style.
Yeah.
And you can say, oh, that's the, Spider-Verse style. So this one apparently ends on a cliffhanger. I don't know, we're going to go see it at 11 o'clock today. But apparently it ends on a cliffhanger, and then the third part of it will be in tomorrow, or next year, will be Beyond the Spider-Verse. And the rumor is, I saw somebody talking about this in Reddit, and I was like, oh man, that would be a great idea. So if they wanted to segue into a live action, they could have Miles Morales, because it says Beyond the Spider-Verse. So what if he lands in a universe that is our MCU universe, right? Because you had Childish Gambino guy, who was the Prowler.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover, right? He was the Prowler in was it Homecoming or whatever? Yeah, the first one. So what if when he and he mentions he has a nephew, right? Which would be Miles.
Yeah.
So what if he comes in to that into our universe, like transitions into a live action? So then now we have a live action Miles Morales. Because remember, they're also adding Miles Morales as a main part of the new Spider-Man 2 game too for Sony. So I think that's what.
Yeah, I mean that would be a perfect way to
segue right into it
into the MCU.
Yeah, because then think about it. You can make him our MCU Spider-Man. Tom Holland, right?
Tom Holland as the Sony kind of
because the next trilogy of movies, one, because of the writer's strikes, pushed back to the end of 2024 just to start filming. Tom Holland's not going to look like a kid anymore for very much longer, right? So, what if we transition him out and we bring in another young actor to play Miles Morales?
Well, you can still, you can.
And then now he will be the mentor, Peter.
Right, exactly. He'll be the mentor, Peter Parker, the older Peter Parker. Your shit just froze. And he's gone.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, now you're back.
Yeah, the app crashed.
So
yeah, I'm thinking that would be a good way, and then you have Tom Holland become the older Spider-Man that's the mentor. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Let's see.
So the Rotten Tomatoes right now shows 95% for that, with an audience score of 96%. So
right on par.
Yeah.
Yeah. The score is good or accurate when they both are about the exact same. Like that that means it's a good level.
It's 247 reviews, and then the audience score shows over 5,000 ratings.
Verified ratings. I'd say that's pretty damn accurate. Yeah. I love the ones where it's like, this film's rotten, and it's like 27%, but the audience score is like 90 something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you got some uppity reviewers in this one. Hey, we got a sad note here, man. Ray fucking Stevenson, dude.
Ray Stevenson went out.
Titus Pulo, man. That dude was fucking badass.
He left us.
He was 58.
He did the Punisher also, don't forget, Punisher Warzone.
Yeah, so to me, the two biggest things that
May 22nd was when he passed.
Yeah. Titus Pulo in Rome, and he played the Punisher in Punisher Warzone, which to me is like one of the most comic booky, fucking crazy over the top. Dude's doing parkour and he shoots the guy with a fucking RPG. Come on.
Yeah.
He was a badass Punisher, man. He was just big, brooding. Like, it was awesome. But he's also known for, he was in The Outpost, The Book of Eli, Kill the Irishman. He was in Dexter, in Thor. Yeah. Like, I was watching this thing about him the other day, and they're like, audiences, his most well-known role is the guy, I don't remember his name, but in Thor.
From Marvel, yeah.
And I'm like, he was just a side character for no.
He was one of the gods. He was one of the other Asgardians.
Yeah, he was one of Thor's buddies in that group. But I'm just like, that's not... No, dude, he was fucking the Punisher in Titus Pulo. Like,
yeah.
He was also in... He played Firefly and G.I. Joe. He was Blackbeard in the Black Sails TV show. Like, he's been all over the place, man.
Yeah.
Dude was an awesome actor.
He's been working for good couple decades.
Yeah, so it's sad to see him go, because he's my favorite Punisher. I mean, Barenthal does a really good Punisher as well, but doesn't feel like a comic book version of the Punisher of what Barenthal does. Ray Stevenson's version, I mean, it's all like bright colors. You got Jigsaw with his face is all tore up, and it just felt like the best like Punisher to me. And Titus Pulo in Rome was freaking just balls out, dude. He was awesome. So
hell yeah, that was a good show.
Good show. And then I saw an article the other day. I didn't see anything about this. I don't know if it was real or not, but Tina Turner also?
Yeah, Tina Turner died a couple days later on the 24th.
I only saw a small little snippet. I didn't see
legendary.
Nothing.
Yeah.
For how big she is, and what she did for music,
dude. Yeah, I mean,
Beyond Thunderdome, man.
Legendary singer, songwriter, Tina Turner, fucking also passed away.
Yeah, I was really surprised that I didn't see more about that.
Yeah, I know. People like, yeah.
You're like,
I mean,
she didn't cause any controversy in her career.
I mean, there was plenty of controversy. I mean, her and her husband Ike.
Yeah.
They kind of had that. They kind of sort of had,
Yeah, that's true.
kind of rocky relationship there. Kind of like Whitney Houston and
Yeah.
her fucking husband. I mean, not as bad, but
Yeah, it
yeah,
was. I don't know. I was kind of saddened to. I was like, that's it. She's reduced to just a snippet, a ticker box going across. Like,
well, Billboard's saying that she got over 40 million streams in the week after her death. So
yeah,
her estate, can at least get
yeah. I think there's a documentary that came out too, like dropped the week after.
I want to, yeah,
On
I
HBO.
want to say that I think it is on HBO. So you go into the Max app there. She died in Switzerland, so I guess she was like living out of country. I guess she was kind of expat.
Okay.
From the United States.
Hey, she's rich, old, having fun.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Who wouldn't want to go live in Switzerland their last few days? It's gorgeous out
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Max just launched their app, right? HBO Max is now Max.
Yeah.
It launched with Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and Gremlins, The Secrets of the Mogwai cartoon show.
Nice.
Yeah, I watched the Fury of the Gods. It was just like the first movie. It was okay. It was fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Nothing amazing.
Kind of what you're expecting, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's a
Shazam.
It's a kids level
serious. Yeah.
kids level superhero movie. But I enjoy them. I think they're more fun. You can't do everything super serious, and dark and gritty and all that. You got to have some fun with it, and it looks like they have fun on that one.
Faux show.
Let's see. Hey, I got a question. Oh man, Danny Masterson. Did you see that?
No. What happened? Was it something with his trial?
Yeah. Convicted.
Convicted? Okay.
2 out of 3 charges. Rape.
Damn. Well, put him in prison.
Dude's done.
Forever.
Like, I got no sympathy if they're proven guilty.
Forever. Put him in prison. Hang him high.
Give him castrating pills.
Right. Chemically castrate him.
Well,
shit, they don't put celebrities in mainline when it comes to prison, but, just toss them out there in general population for a few hours and,
let them see what it feels like.
Yeah.
So, I got a question. What if Marvel does...
I have an answer. Let's see if they match.
What if Marvel does a reboot like DC's doing? Right? Because we're kind of getting long in the tooth with this Marvel MCU stuff that's really not working.
Yeah.
What if Deadpool is their way to reboot?
I don't know, man. I mean, they're pretty highly invested in these planned releases. Now, maybe with the Writers Guild strike, maybe that'll put some impetus behind a possible reboot, since that's delaying everything in
Yeah, because
Marvel's no exception.
They've got a few films that I think they have the scripts already done, so they're still filming those while they can.
But they do need to breathe new life into
it just
the MCU. It's a slog, man. It's
really since Infinity War, right? That last one, it hasn't been fun.
Well, the quality, right? The quality, other than Guardians 3, right? Which I still haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good.
Planning on seeing it at some point in my life.
So good.
But yeah, Guardians 3 is pretty much the best thing that they have actually come out with since Infinity War Endgame, and it's pretty much the only thing that's good.
Well, so, and the reason I bring this up, right, because we know already that Deadpool's going to deal with going through the different timelines, different multiverses. It's going to have the TVA, which is connected to the Loki show, who chases him and all that stuff. And it's going to be like a buddy romp with him and Wolverine going through. And they just announced James Marsden, Halle Berry, and those guys are coming back to reprise their X-Men roles. So, what if the
yes, I'm a fan of that series of comic books as well from Marvel.
What if it's like a what if where it's a Deadpool kind of kills the Fox universe or brings the Fox universe, and this would be a way if he goes and he just completely obliterates the timeline by screwing things up, bringing people in and out and messing things up. This could be a way that Marvel could recast Captain America with a younger person, Iron Man, right? Bring other multiversal people, mix them in to our MCU, and now we can have the staple characters because if they're going to retire Thor,
we can have an Antonia Stark.
Yeah, if we're going to retire all these main characters,
spicy Latina, the Antonia Stark.
If because that's the problem right now is they don't have legacy characters anymore. They retired them all.
Right.
Nobody knows or cares about Ironheart or you could recast Black Panther and bring T'Challa back, right? You could bring all of these characters back just with new actors, and now we can play with the toys again that people are familiar with, and use that to introduce the characters they're wanting to go through. Like nobody gives a shit about Echo. Nobody gives a shit about any of these sub characters, these junior Avengers and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see more Iron Man. Like fucking
dude. I want to see more of that main stuff. Like, Ruffalo
even if it is an Antonia Stark. Like, I want to see more Iron Man, dude.
Yeah, like bring. I think this would be a good way.
Iron Man with titties.
I think this would be a good way to bring in new blood, bring back the old characters to resell more stuff for them, and introduce new characters and use Deadpool like they're using Flash in the DC to reboot and mix shit up.
I got it. I'm gonna call it now. Jenna Ortega for Antonia Stark.
Just comes with a bugs washer thing for the suit for all the nerd boys that come up to her. Repel nerds now.
She has to do the unibeam, just like fucking splits them all apart, goes wide and splits them all apart.
Comes right out the nipples, just
all the fucking neckbeard fanboys.
Dude, she doesn't have time for that. She's too busy with being Tim Burton's new muse. She's all up in that Tim Burton business now.
She would have time for it.
Yeah, we'll see. What else you got?
Oh, speaking of Disney properties. Everyone's favorite Star Wars.
Yes.
Just released a tabletop game.
I heard about
Star
that.
Wars Shatterpoint. So for those people who are into tabletop RPGs, Star Wars Shatterpoint is available now in retail stores across the world.
And they have...
You can buy the core set right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's... they've already had tabletop for quite a long time, but this is like a new...
Yeah, this is a new one.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
You got... it comes with the core set. You got Anakin, you got Ahsoka, you got Darth Maul.
Oh, shit. It's probably the only way to get those characters, too. Is
Obi-Wan. Yeah.
They have to be painted?
Yeah. It doesn't say, but I'm assuming that they probably do.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It does say they come unassembled and unpainted.
So it's like Warhammer, but Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had to read a little bit
Just
farther in the article,
read.
which I don't know how to do that.
Read.
I had to sound it out in my head.
Words.
Uh,
Jen and I watched that 65 movie last night.
65. That was the Adam Driver one.
Yeah,
right?
the dinosaurs.
The dinosaur, a sci-fi dinosaurs in space.
Yes, kind of. So it's up on Vudu. That's where I watched it. It's about this guy who's like hauling a cargo of upper class people. So he comes from a planet kind of like Solaris, right? The George Clooney movie. It's another planet.
That was a remake.
Yeah, it was of a 70s
movie. The original Solaris is fucking a masterpiece.
In that original movie is a remake of a 60s TV show of the same name.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that is a good movie. It's very underrated. People don't understand how good that one was. There's some really good movies in the 70s of like space. I mean, people don't watch them because they don't look as good as movies today, but the actual storytelling and acting in those are way better.
Well, I mean, okay. It's film though, right?
Yes.
Like it's sure, it may not have, great CGI, and it may be this and that, but I mean, it's
CGI.
fucking, yeah.
Back then they painted on the fucking cells the shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's art,
Yeah.
Tarkovsky is like a fucking very well-known legendary director too.
Yes.
So, huge. But great movie. Just psychological fucking movie.
It is, dude.
Fucks you up.
I mean, the George Clooney one wasn't bad either, but that 72 one was way better.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be remade.
No, it didn't. But I mean, I understand why they did, because
Yeah.
they owned the property and they wanted to fucking make it. I mean, because the Solaris is in the Criterion collection. The original Solaris is in Criterion, so it's pretty fucking prestigious.
Yeah, they don't just let movies into the Criterion collection.
No, they are vetted.
Saving Private Ryan's in there.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah. So we watched 65. It was okay. Glad I didn't go to the theaters for it. Really wasn't much to the movie. Like, to be honest, it was literally the whole movie was him going from one mountain peak to another mountain peak and then just like dodging dinosaurs. Like, that was it. Really wasn't a lot to it.
Pretty simple plot then.
It was made.
I'll go from here to there.
It was made at the end of 2020.
Gotta dodge all the things.
And finished filming the beginning of 2021. There's
so
4 actors in the whole movie.
It's a tough time for film.
Yeah,
during the pandemic.
4 actors in the whole movie, and only 2 of them you see through the whole movie. The first 2 are in like video capture screens, so probably filmed in their apartments or something. So,
right.
Yeah, it definitely has that 2020 movie feel. Jen said it best with with the pterodactyls. As we're watching it, she was like, "It looks like a kid drew those dinosaurs, and someone decided to put them into a movie." Because what they did, right? Because this is 65 million years ago, but they're using the way dinosaurs looked like 200 million years ago, the days of the T-Rex and the dinosaurs we know.
Yeah.
65 million years ago, the dinosaurs were more bird-like with feathers. Ones, right? Yeah. So they're more feathered and looking like birds and starting to change. But I mean, it was okay. If you like dinosaurs and you like Adam Driver, like, it was good. But not the best. For a show. Did not make Spider-Man money. I'm guessing on that movie.
Yeah.
Hey, what's since you got it up, man? What's Little Mermaid at, dude? Hey, I heard that had a pretty big weekend last weekend.
Let me see. Hold on.
I heard it did pretty good.
I mean, it's a live action Disney movie, so it's not needed at all. First, and
No.
we talked about some of the things like surrounding the release of it and all that. People's gripes about it. Um, Domestically, 157 million.
Okay.
Worldwide, 236 million.
Okay, so it's been out for a week and it's at 236.
It pulled in second on Friday behind Spider-Man.
Yeah, I figured it would. I mean, it's its second week. Really, the diehard people will go see it that first week, and then it'll just trickle from there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it dropped off um this week. I mean, it dropped off like during the week, during weekdays, but obviously not as many people go see movies during the weekdays anyway. So on Friday, it was up 68%.
What's fast?
What? Well, nah, it was okay. So it was down. Hold on a second. It was.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, so it was down 69%. So it was up, I guess, percentage year to date or whatever, 68%, but it was down from last week.
Gotcha.
69%. So it's not, so it's run.
It'll be on Disney Plus in like a month, so.
Right. Yeah. Probably maybe sooner than that, depending.
Yeah.
So because it only made 11.8 million.
Gotcha.
On Friday.
Yeah.
So that's a big drop. I mean, not just that.
Theaters still have it in all these different times in different theaters too. So that's taking up space.
Yeah.
That Spider-Man, they could be putting more Spider-Man on.
And trailing behind Spider-Man by over 50 million. Right.
Yeah.
The first and second, winners of the box office there. A difference of 50 million. That's pretty significant.
So that means Fast X made less than 11 million.
Fast X was fifth. At 2.6 million.
But it already made its billion. I'm sure Avatar 2's still in there making $20 somewhere.
It hasn't made its billion.
Not yet.
527
worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah.
Ooh.
So 121 million domestic. So.
Ouch.
Yeah, not there.
Ouch.
And
that's.
From last weekend to this weekend, it dropped 59%.
Shit.
So pretty heavy drop.
That's like the first one of those to do that. That's interesting. People are finally getting tired after the 9th fucking movie.
Yeah. It only made 2.6 million.
Okay. All right. Hey, did you see Diablo 4 comes out Tuesday, man?
Yeah.
It's out now if you got early access for pre-ordering.
I don't, because I don't pre-order video games anymore.
I don't really pre-order video games anymore either.
I don't do that shit.
I think I pre-ordered the Harry Potter game, but that's just because I knew I was going to play the shit out of it, so that was pre-installed and ready to go. So,
yeah. But I mean, this is Diablo.
Yeah.
Can't fuck it up. Like the Blizzard Activision knows they can't fuck up Diablo.
Yep, especially after the barrage and beating they took for that mobile game with all the pay to win shit.
Yeah.
But the money for that game paid for this game.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you have to keep that in mind if you want, you want better games.
Yeah.
You gotta push them, right? You gotta demand better quality.
Yeah, I mean, there's shit. What game was it that just came out? I was listening to a podcast and a developer was talking about because now you're starting to get games that are releasing only digitally, not physically.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you see it at Best Buy. The game sections are getting smaller and smaller for the discs. It's all accessories.
All retail stores are,
Yeah.
all the physical media is disappearing.
Yeah. I mean, there's no money in that. They make pennies on that shit.
Yeah.
So, but there's, the game makers are saying, hey, if we get rid of physical copy in the cost of production to create the box art, the boxes, the discs, the labor to do all that, they can keep these games at $50 and not have to put them up at $60 if they do that. And one of the studios was saying they just released a game. I wish I could remember what it was. But it was a digital or a disc release only, no digital, which was pretty brave of them. And they were talking about how they had to, make the game to where there's no online patch, like there's no day one patch.
Yeah. Right, like they
like
used
the old
to
days
back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Back in the olden days.
Yeah, there's no
can't fucking patch it. Yeah.
Yeah, no pre-install, no day one update, no, because that was like even
you got to release it in a state where it's got plenty of content and it actually works.
Yeah, and he said that
fucking weird concept.
He said that when they go to release any of their future games, which will be digital only, they're going to look at it the same way of, even though this is being digitally released, we have to anticipate and think in the mindset of someone doesn't have internet to download an update. Can they play this game?
Yeah.
Why is that so hard?
Right, and that's what they're calling nowadays. They're calling that a challenge.
Yeah.
And that was like the norm.
Just don't set a release date yet. If you don't know, you can hit it, or push it back. I mean, you're gonna get those sweaty neckbeards that Mark just mentioned about. That's gonna complain and be like, "Do your job, get it done."
Why is it taking so long to release this game?
Those guys don't have families. We don't care about them. We just want our video game to play it for 6 hours and then never play it again. Right? Yeah. Like that's the crap that they got to get rid of all that, man. People got to just let them. If it takes 6 more months, 8 more months, who cares? Like, there's other stuff to play and do.
Right. Yeah. Go outside.
Go paint a Star Wars tabletop Darth Maul. Like, come on.
Right. Go outside. Get some vitamin D.
Get a girlfriend. Give the D.
Go walk your dog.
Or it's Pride Month. You can get a boyfriend too. I don't care. Whatever.
Scuba diving.
Just quit complaining about them not getting the damn games done on time, because they feel the pressure. Then they feel pressure to release it because now the studio's like, hey, we're going to lose interest. We're going to lose, people are going to not buy this game because they're going to go somewhere else. Like,
it's also the publisher. Like, the publisher's like, we need to release this now.
That's what I mean, the publisher.
Fucking money.
Yeah.
We lose it every single day that we don't sell this game. We're losing the monies. It's like, bro, this is, and then they need to stop this fucking games as a service thing, right? It's not a service; it's a fucking product.
I think every game does not need to have that Destiny model that, this is the game that's going to be here for 10 years, and we're just going to keep patching this. I agree. Yeah. Like, you can do that with certain things.
Sure, you can do that with your big tentpole franchises.
Good.
Yeah, like World of Warcraft and stuff like that.
Yes,
those are huge.
Right, you want those massive multiplayer online games? That's fine. Every game doesn't need that. Look at
because you got Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah,
big.
Star Trek Online has got a ton of people in it. Like, actually, I want to play that. It looks
and that's great. That's wonderful, and use that stuff to fucking use that money to fund the smaller like passion projects and stuff like that. The stories that you do want to tell, because nowadays that's what the games is about, right? Like you don't. It's not like the '80s and the '90s where you're just going through and you're just fucking playing, you know, this thing and you're squashing fucking Goombas and Koopa Troopers and stuff like that. And you know,
Yeah.
it's kept it's that basic story. I got to save
Well,
the princess.
the '90s era,
Right?
like when
There's a story to the shit now.
yeah, when we grew up with this, N64, the Sega Genesis, even the PlayStation 1, before we hit Xbox and PlayStation 2, like back then, it was all about single player story, have fun. The games were good. And hey, honestly, it's one of the things that I think Sony does better than most right now is they make single player story driven amazing narrative games, right? You got The Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man. Don't need online multiplayer. I think Last of Us multiplayer that they were working on just got like delayed or killed. Like, yeah, there's fans of the series that want it, but most of the fans don't want it. Don't mess it up. Like, that's a studio who's never done an online multiplayer shooting game before.
Yeah.
Don't do
right.
it.
And that's it's tough, right? It's tough to do that. Rockstar worked on that, since GTA 4, right? Their online thing in GTA 4 just really didn't take off that well, but it was growing pains. And, obviously they were able to, make the adjustments that they needed to do to release, GTA Online after GTA 5 came out. So, and even then they still worked for, almost
still
a
working
year
on it.
on GTA Online after GTA 5 was released.
Yep.
And of course they're still working on it. They're still supporting it.
You got all the
obviously.
mods creating those things. You see those? Have you seen those police ones where they do police simulators?
Yeah.
All on GTA. It's like this is the coolest shit ever.
Plus, you also have like content creators on YouTube and stuff like that that are making that are making it into a role play game. Also, like they get on there, online, and they have their own like private lobby and everything.
Yeah.
And they got people just come on there and they just role play a character in that world, and it's like
Dude, people make careers, pay for their rent by making content in this online world. Like, I get it, but you have to be able to do it and have the resources to maintain it. Don't half-ass it.
Right. And Rockstar definitely has the resources.
Yeah, they're like the golden standard when it comes to quality
Rockstar
games.
and fucking Blizzard, Activision, like those big bigs. EA has the ability to do it too, but it's just
EA has tried.
They have the money, but they just want to fucking milk everything out, and they're just so hard on their developers.
EA is like one of the I think it is the largest. And they just
it's the largest video game publisher, and that's mainly due to they
own Star Wars,
the Star Wars, and then you also have all of the sports games.
Battlefield, isn't that EA?
Yeah. But the biggest ones is your Star Wars and your sports games. Your FIFAs, your Maddens. They're exclusive rights to all those things, which obviously other publishers and developers have been fighting against that, for the better part of a decade over, probably.
Sony owns the
that
MLB.
lawsuit was I think that lawsuit was like back in the late 2000s,
something like that. I remember Sony owns the MLB license, and it was exclusive for years, only on PlayStation. And finally, MLB was like, "Hold on, wait. You have the license to all of our stuff, and we can sell double if you put it on the other systems or triple." You have to do that, or you lose the license, and now that's how we get the show on Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the numbers. I don't know how much EA is paying the NFL and the fucking soccer
to maintain it,
to maintain those exclusive licensing rights. But really terrible for gaming because they're not innovating. It's the same game every year.
It is
over and over and over and over again. There's no reason for them to change because they're still just gonna make the money.
Yep. Yep.
You had that one game, Blitz the League.
Oh, I love that game, dude.
That shit was fucking fun, man.
Like
You're
suplexing people and shit.
It's like it's not even a football game. It's just a fight simulator, and they just kind of throw the football around.
Why is Scorpion putting on a NFL helmet?
Get over here.
Oh man. I was at Frightmare last weekend. That's why we didn't have a show.
You were at Frightmare?
Yeah.
Texas Frightmare?
Texas Frightmare, and John Carpenter was there, the actor and the director of Terrifier was there, which Terrifier 3 is coming, officially announced.
Nice.
Man, there's a lot of people. The dude from Gremlins, I forgot his name. The main guy. He was there. We met the nun, the actress that plays the nun from the Conjuring series. She was cool.
Yeah.
Alex Winter was there from Bill and Ted and the Lost Boys. He was cool too. I talked to him for a little while. We got a new follower on YouTube from there.
Hey.
Yeah. April.
Thanks for subscribing, new follower, whoever you are. We love you. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
April and her friend, we were all talking about movies. I was like, yeah, me and my brothers, we talk, just like this on a podcast that nobody listens to. It's just for us to hang out and talk, and
people put on right before they go to bed.
Yeah. And so they were like, oh, we'll check it out. I was like, hey, you guys can come on, talk about it.
Right? Come on, talk about things and stuff.
You can't send me a message on Twitter to get on, though, because I've been permanently suspended. Comment in the video below.
Comment below or PCK_Keith.
or Mark Becker on Facebook. Like, I don't know. I don't know what my avatar was doing on Twitter, but apparently he was naughty because I got perma-banned. And my email address. So I haven't even looked to see
if you've gotten locked out of your
other one,
your Gmail.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see Robert Pattinson's Batman got delayed too because of the writer's strike?
Makes sense.
Pushed back to 2024 filming now. It was supposed to start in a couple months. And it got pushed back to the end of 2024. So the first rumor was that it was going to be Clayface, but now I'm reading some stuff thinking it's going to be Poison Ivy, which could be interesting because now you get into all the chemicals and stuff.
That would be good. She was definitely
Poison Ivy's like one of my favorites when it comes to the Rogues Gallery.
Better. Yeah. Batman
Well,
villains.
Riddler. I mean, Batman does have some of the best when it comes to the villains. They're all.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty iconic.
Yeah, but Poison Ivy and the Riddler were probably my two favorite. I mean, the Joker's always going to be top tier, but
yeah, the Joker's the Joker.
When I read
he's on a whole other level.
Yeah, when I read the War of Jokes and Riddles run. Where it was Joker versus the Riddler fighting and just destroying Gotham, like the straight gang war. They just go in and just blow up entire city blocks and shit is crazy. And Poison Ivy was involved in it, like Harley Quinn. Like it was just the Rogues Gallery were split of who they wanted to follow, Joker or the Riddler.
Yeah.
And the Riddler's just nuts and brutal, man.
Batman Rogues Gallery Civil War, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy, dude. Batman ends up like turning himself in to the Joker
he's a fucking criminal
to end the war. The problem was that the Joker couldn't laugh anymore. He had nothing. He couldn't laugh, and so the Riddler was doing all this stuff to try to make him laugh by like killing these people and doing stuff like, and
trying to cheer him up.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Like,
hey, Joker.
Yeah,
you big sad boy.
Like the Joker, like he carved the question mark into his like forehead and his chest, or wrote "ha ha ha" on his chest, or something like that. And he's like, "Nope, nothing." Like couldn't laugh. So it was a good run, man. It was real good. That led into like the wedding of Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne.
Word.
Spoiler alert.
Right, they got married.
So yeah, anyway, Frightmare. Frightmare was awesome, man. It was crazy busy. Lots of cool shit. Cool people. The horror shows are always really fun. You get a lot of.
I want to make it up there one of these years, kind of see what it's all about.
Let me know, man. Next year, come up for.
Touch all the butts.
Yeah, come up for a day or two and just go walk around the show.
Yeah.
I can probably get you a pass in. You don't have to
sexually assault everyone.
Get you a vendor pass.
Go to the gym in the morning and not shower.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's like everybody who walks through there. They made announcements every day. They're like, like, all right, people,
please hygiene.
Yeah, I'm not even fucking kidding. They would come up on the overhead speakers for the whole place and be like, the word of the day is deodorant.
Hygiene.
They would be like, deodorant. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you from not smelling yourself. Like she would say that every morning, like, because you like Comic-Cons, right?
Oh yeah.
Jen and I are going to San Diego. I remember last time, man, in 2019 when we went, you'd walk past some people and your eyes would burn because it felt like you just walked past a cracked onion.
Oof.
Yeah, there's some sweaty ones.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of incels out there that go to those shows and shit. It's like, well, that's kind of why you can't get a date.
Nerds. I'll be at the Greater Austin Comic-Con in like 2 weeks.
Good. Nice.
The Revenge of the Nerds guys are going to be there.
Noise.
Yeah, dude. And George Takei.
Hey.
Oh my. Hello. I just watched the episode of fucking Big Bang Theory with him and Katie Sackhoff. They're sitting in the back seat and Howard was sitting in the front seat like making out with Bernadette. And Katie Sackhoff was like, give her more tongue, make the move. And he's like, no, a lady needs to be wooed first. And she's like, how would you know? And he's like, I read. And he's like, yes, gently, just yes, not too much now, not too much. And Katie Sackhoff is like, throat punch,
ram it,
yeah, tongue boxer, like, and he's like, oh my, it was fucking classic. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, Frightmare, rock on. New friends that followed us, if you want to come play, just comment in the video,
comment in the video, like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on.
I got our tickets for
Paradise. 2 tickets to Paradise.
Kind of to the Flash.
Oh yeah.
Already. Apparently Warner Brothers already had this. I mean, because remember, this movie was supposed to be made like 4 years ago. So, and it's gone through like 4 different directors before it landed on Andy Muschietti. The rumor is they want Andy Muschietti to direct the new Batman movie. The James Gunn's is Batman and Robin, or Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
They want him to direct that, and then possibly do The Flash too. They already have a completed script. They wrote the script years ago, apparently, and finished it. That connects to this movie. So, apparently this movie is going to set everything on fire when it comes out. Like,
well, just keep Ezra Miller fucking cryogenically frozen, so they don't fuck that up.
Yeah, well, they apparently they've got a signing coming up for CGC for comic books. They haven't let Ezra do any of the press tours.
Right.
They're just like, get well, get yourself centered, get straight, like
figure out what fucking gender you are.
When this movie comes out, it's going to be huge, and you're going to have to be able to take that on.
Yeah.
Right? Because if the stress had gotten to you already from all of the other shit and was giving you issues, this is the biggest movie you've been in.
Yeah.
This will be his highest grossing movie. I guarantee it. It's going to be higher than Justice League.
But it's not even just stress, right? Because this is like
It's dealing with the fame part of it.
Have had
Yeah.
fucking bad behaviors. I mean, we're talking about, you know, those allegations about possible grooming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kidnapping a fucking, you know, a lady and her fucking children and shit. Like, it's more than just a mental break. Yeah, like there's mental break and stuff like that, but there's also like, you know, really bad behavior, and we can't just let them off the hook for bad behavior, you know, during, you know, mental issues. Like you gotta set that shit straight, and and hopefully the WB is, you know, forcing them to do that, get their counseling and everything.
Yeah, and for what it sounds like they are.
I don't care like what Ezra Miller wants to do as far as the gender and all this stuff. Is just pick one. Just pick a gender. There's, you know, 97 billion of them. Just pick one.
They are them. That is it. They are Ezra Miller.
Throw a dart at the fucking board with all the fucking genders on it, and whichever one it lands on, just stick to that.
Ezra Miller. That is it. That is on the board.
Then I identify as Ezra Miller too. So
there you go.
I need the fucking credit cards and all that stuff, the bank account information and everything, and just.
Apparently Ezra is really good in this movie too. Like really good.
Well, that's the thing. That's you have a lot. I mean,
Ezra's got talent.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like you have a lot of artists and talent that have all the talent in the world, but their personal life, mental health issues, they start going on these bad fucking benders with drugs. They start doing, you know, they start behaving like a fucking celebrity. You know, they start behaving like
Lindsay Lohan,
Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan and shit. You know, like they start thinking that they're better than everyone just because they're rich and talented. You know, and they think that they're the main character in life.
No. I say no. I don't care. Like, whatever. Like, you want to go be an idiot and get in trouble with the law? That's your problem.
Right.
I
mean, put him in jail for a little while, you know, let him fucking...
Hey, look at Harvey Weinstein, man. He was one of the biggest people in Hollywood.
Yeah, and he's rotting in prison right now.
That dude brought so many things to Hollywood, like movies and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, the Weinstein brothers were
massive,
heavily influential. You know,
in everything right now. Like they've got it all, man. And so look,
they held the fucking keys to Hollywood.
And you know what that power got him? Power led to corruption, led to the dark side, and anus raping in prison.
Prison.
I don't know. He's an ugly motherfucker. They might not want to even touch that.
Nah, they probably don't want to fuck him.
He's probably in rich white person prison too.
They do it. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Again, same.
He's at the country club betting on the ponies.
They don't go to mainline general population fucking prison. They get segregated.
He's in that one where they have like, sir, my cell only has a 50-inch TV. I need a 60-inch TV in my cell. Like, yeah, it's. I've seen the videos of those like high end, like the people that break crimes for like stockbroker like shit and all that.
The white collar.
Yeah, he's in one of them fancy white collar rich people prisons.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the Martha Stewart prison.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got, man. Oh wait, no, you do got one more thing.
Oh, we've got more comics from the CGC. Get them graded. Is that a Spawn?
Yeah, the only thing was
comic book.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is that the timing was fucked up. So this is Spawn and Batman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you remember this one? This is the old one.
I have that graphic novel. Yeah.
Yeah, from '94. 9/8, signed by Frank Miller.
Noise.
I really wanted to get Frank Miller's autograph on it.
Yeah.
And but it sucks because the timing, because the Todd McFarlane one, I had already submitted stuff to Todd McFarlane before they announced Frank Miller. If I would have known it, I would have doubled this one and said, okay, hey, when Todd's done, put it in the line for Frank.
Yeah.
So now I got to wait for Todd to come around again in a year to send it to him.
Word.
But yeah, dude, like that's just, to me, like I loved this book as a kid. This is iconic to me.
Yeah. I have that in my comic book collection too.
Yeah. It's a 9/8 signed by Frank Miller. So now I got, that's cool. I almost wanted to I almost said, can you sign the back by your picture?
Yeah, by your bio pictures, yeah.
Like look at that fucking 90s shopping mall photo of Todd. That's what it looks like.
Glamour shot.
Yeah, glamour shot, man.
Not quite. I mean, that one's kind of dark. Well, it's got the shadow.
It's missing the glitter.
Yeah, it's missing the glitter and the shininess and all that shit.
Sparkle.
The fucking makeup. The caked on makeup.
But, all right. Well, now that's all I got. My Lydia's whining behind me, so she wants to go potty.
Well, yeah. Okay, well. Then, so just next week, just look out for Transformers: Rise of the Beasts coming out.
Yep, and
June 9th.
I will have watched Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse by that time, so we'll go over that. And I think next Saturday, Jen and I are planning to go to Universal for the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park celebration that's going on. They've got all the props. They got the toilet sitting where the T-Rex is coming down on it. They've got
nice.
They've got the wall. Yeah, they've got Gennaro. I think Gennaro is his name. They have the wall that Ellie sits against, and then Arnold's hand comes down. And she's like, "Oh, thank you." Like turns around, it's like a bloody stump, and the raptor comes through it. They've got down in the power bunker. They got that. They've got in the kitchen where Lex and Tim were sitting against the counters, and the raptors were up on top during the kitchen scene. They have that. And I believe they have the Triceratops on its side where Alan Grant was like sitting on his stomach and it was like breathing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. I think she's gonna
digging in the poop.
Yeah. You are gonna remember to wash your hands before.
That would be funny. That would be a great fucking attraction for that. Where you gotta find, like, we hid something in the fucking Tyrannosaurus poop pile, or not Tyrannosaurus, the Triceratops poop pile. You gotta find it.
Well, Jen was showing me this picture, this guy's account, that he took a little Ian Malcolm action figure and was like walking him around the park, like going through all this stuff. Oh, it was a girl, she says, not a guy.
Oh.
But yeah, I think Jen's gonna take me up there next Saturday. I'm gonna be like a little kid.
Sweet.
I'm gonna get Jurassic Park balloon. And she's gonna tie it to my wrist.
Maybe in one of the Jeeps.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'll report on that when I get back from that next weekend if we go, as long as the weather holds out. So,
all right. Well, just one last thing. They released the revealed the action figures for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah, there's a new trailer out.
Yeah. Well, we'll watch it next week.
Heck yeah. There's a what was I gonna say? There's a something about Disney possibly opening a new park. The rumors have been all over the place because of this whole Ron DeSantis battle with Disney, but they're talking about like it moving to like Nevada or something else, but I don't think the environments out there would be good for all of that. It's probably a reason why there's not a lot of theme parks out there. Disney does.
It has consistent weather.
Yeah, I mean Disney does own a massive chunk of property in Texas. like a massive amount of property out there. So
yeah,
could open up a third park there. I don't know. Either way, like it's financially, it's not feasible to think that they would just pick up Disney World in Orlando and move it somewhere. Like that's just not financial.
But they could build another park there. Like I said, the weather is pretty consistent there. It's fucking hot all year round.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if they built a third park there, that would make more sense than moving it. Everyone keeps saying they're just gonna leave Florida. I'm like, no, they're not. You know how much money they pull? Like that brings in most of their money.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't look at the financials, but yeah.
I mean, Apple was at one point in talks to like buy all of Disney. So financially, I don't think they're looking so hot, especially if they're laying off people.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, I'm Nick. I'm Nick Zilla. Don't message me on Twitter.
I mean, message him on Twitter, but message him on his main twit. Or is that your only twit?
I have the Spartan Bane.
Oh, well, there you go. Use that.
I don't know if it's still active yet, though, because I think it's still registered to that Gmail, so I don't know. I haven't looked. Either way, just put a comment in here, the bottom of this video.
Comment in this video. Comment ass park if you watched all the way to the end, and there might be a prize. The prize will be another episode next week of Pop Culture Geek. You win a bonus episode of Pop Culture Kick. Hey.
Happy birthday, Keith. And that's Mark. Oh, that
maybe Keith will join us next week.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know. It's tough with his schedule now because now he works like in the morning. So we shall see.
Yeah. Indeed.
Alrighty. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good one.
Bye.
I don't know how to put this, but
the greatest trick,
kind of a big deal,
the devil ever pulled,
really,
was convincing the world.
People know me.
In the name of God, now I know what it feels like to be God.
Jesus wept.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Listen, kid. There are two things you don't know about the earth. One is me, and the other is Godzilla.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Our arrows will blot out the sun.
Then we will fight in the shade.
How dare you say that to my face?
Well, I'd say it behind your back, but my car's only got half a tank again.